No, nothing's coming out. This is working.
Yeah.
The other mic was hearing it.
Hey, everybody. It's the program. Here we are on TV once again. Once a day, every day. Turn on the machines and start talking.
Is it running?
It's running.
I must have missed all that, hunting for a mic and gathering dice.
Yeah. It's Monday.
Hello, it's Monday once again. I am Dan, and yeah, we're here.
It's Spaghetti Week this week.
Spaghetti Week.
Yeah, Dan's on every Monday. How was the week, Dan?
The week was very eventful.
Yeah.
I did lots of things and stuff, and work was crazy all week, and I painted a painting and gave it to a friend for his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
It was of an android, a sexy android. Yeah, he liked it. He was just so not expecting that at all. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm the only one that gave him a gift.
Yeah.
He did a bowling thing. Come bowl with me on my birthday.
And like you.
Me and his wife and his dad and uncle and sister and friend and friend and friend and friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was in Tacoma. It was this tiny little bowling alley. It had 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 15 lanes, maybe a dozen lanes, maybe 20. Yeah, just a short little thing. It was really nice. Had a nice aesthetic. Bowling alleys always have an aesthetic.
Yeah.
Because they're long and they're short, and usually if you have I don't know, something classic, something vintage as a motif, it seems kind of.
They're old timey.
I guess.
They've been around the whole time, but.
Yeah.
They lasted from pre-video game times. You know. They're the original video games, maybe, and there's no videos.
Yeah, I have no idea how long bowling has been around. I have no idea. I've never researched that, so not a clue.
We should find out. We could have bowling week.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good idea.
Or sports week.
Oh, listen, you got a lot of weeks left over in that calendar. I would say bowling. Pick a sport.
Go for bowling. Well, we could do sports and then bowling.
Have you guys
afterwards?
Have you guys done Fire Extinguisher Week?
Fire Extinguisher Week.
Yes, sorry, I'm saying it wrong. My mouth is not working properly.
We have not done that one yet. Yeah, so we only have a few weeks.
Or you could just do Fire Week. Fire Safety Week.
Fire Safety Week. Safety Week. Yeah, we have lots of possibilities. This week is Spaghetti Week. Yesterday we did an extended Death Week thing because Robin Wagner came on here and wanted to talk all about death stuff.
Oh.
So, it's about the glaciers, melting glaciers and methane and all that stuff. That was yesterday's stuff.
Oh.
So we extended Death Week for an extra day. So now this is the real beginning of Spaghetti Week. I like spaghetti. I don't know what really to do for Spaghetti Week.
Did you eat spaghetti during Spaghetti Week?
I had lasagna. Well, I had lasagna right before Spaghetti Week because I brought it over here to just kick off Spaghetti Week, but then I ended up eating it during Death Week because didn't want to wait.
The death of the lasagna through consumption.
I didn't want to wait for it.
Nope. No, I like spaghetti and pesto. I don't like it with tomato sauce. I like it with pesto. And mostly because I really need to avoid cow dairy. It hurts me. I go with like pesto, different pesto sauces, and I love pesto.
Yeah.
So I'm not suffering. Not so long as I got
tomato
pesto.
sauce?
Tomato sauce, tomatoes, sugar.
Is there cream and stuff though?
No.
Oh, what's the cow dairy in the tomato sauce?
Yeah, it's pureed tomato, some herbs, some thickeners like cornstarch, something like that, and a few other vegetables. They might throw in chopped up bitty bits of olive or mushroom or beef or what else do you put on spaghettis? Onion, basil, oregano, just different stuff. And so normally if I have it with spaghetti sauce, I don't like just the sauce. I will saute a big huge pile of onion and garlic and meat and what else? Mushrooms and all kinds of other crap, and I will pour the spaghetti sauce in that, and I will cook it for a little while, and then that is my spaghetti sauce, and I'll have that with spaghetti because it's not just the sauce. You're having all this So yeah, and I can't eat a lot of spaghetti at one time, so what I do eat has to have a shit ton of flavor.
Yeah.
Lots of flavor, heavy on the flavor.
Oh, like, because of the carbs.
Yeah, as big as your fist. If you know anyone that gets diabetes, right, they're supposed to have, with every meal, the amount of carbs that they eat should not be any bigger than their fist. Remember this. Carbs no bigger than this.
That's a lot. I mean, that's
if it's closer to the camera than my head, it's like my fist is even bigger. So do that, bread, and you can eat more carbs.
That bread when it's compressed or when it's...
compressed.
So that's like a lot of bread, though, really.
Yeah. It's about half a fist, yeah.
Because that's like a loaf of bread, really, if you squish it down.
You'd really have to condense it.
Yeah.
But 2 slices of bread is about 40 carbs. 3 slices, if you squish that into a really dense thing, as dense as, say, mashed potatoes, a pile of rice, a pile of spaghetti, a pile of layers of lasagna noodles, anything like that. Yeah. If it's about the same density, you're looking at 40, 50 carbs. And it's about the size of your fist.
Peanuts carbs?
Yep. Secret of my success is not eating more than 50 per meal.
Yeah.
One of my secrets.
Avoid those carbs for sugar. Was it sugar or is it carbs again?
Carbs.
Fat.
Sugar turns into carbs, bread turns into carbs, rice turns into carbs, potatoes turns into carbs.
Oh, sugar turns into carbs, okay.
Well,
carbs
it ends up being sugars, but for the math's sake, you just say carbs. Because carbs are any 2 sugars put together.
Okay.
Right? Fructose, sucrose, very simple, the basic sugar, but carbs are anything where you get more than that. So that's the rule if you get diabetes.
Here's a message.
Hey, program, it's Freddie. Calling you back. Just, probably you're already in Spaghetti Week. Happy Spaghetti Week.
Yeah.
And if you're done with the program today, that means that you either used an old background tape yesterday or you used the Death Week background tape. So I will try to get a Spaghetti Week background tape made, or maybe just a spring background tape made. Hope everything is going well. Production end is going fine, despite the fact that we're using an old background tape. But getting stuff up on YouTube and things are going well. Give me a call back if you want. Maybe the program's still happening. It was only 20 minutes ago you called me. But maybe I'll just talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
All right, let's call Freddie back. Yeah, we're still using the Death Week background tape. If you see this stuff and you're like, that's not spaghetti related.
The death of spaghetti by eating.
Yeah, you could. That's like in 7. I guess I shouldn't ruin the movies though. There's like that spaghetti death. Also,
I have a hand-turny pasta machine.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the teeth to make spaghetti, but I've thought about getting the teeth for it.
What does it make? Just sheets?
Yeah. It's got a roller, and you stick the dough through, and it squishes it, and you stick it through.
Hey, Freddie.
Hey, Freddie.
I'm out Shelton enjoying the sunset. We're doing a little exploring at some kind of sunset trail park thing. How's the program going there?
Good. We're here with Dan.
Hey, Freddie.
It's about time for the first dice game.
Yeah, you should pick a number.
I'll pick a 6.
Oh, there it is. All right, I gotta get this thing going here.
Oh.
How's the production? And we just listened to a message, but I think that was from yesterday.
Yeah. It's going good. We're scheduled out pretty well. Got to export some files tonight. Hopefully I'll get those tapes. There's 2 tapes that I don't have captured yet. But we're going pretty good. Should have time soon to get the background tape finished up. Maybe I should just make a really kind of, I don't know. I'm not. It's tricky because I have to work tomorrow and then playing a show in Seattle. So
busy. It's okay. Well, no hurry on this tape. We can sit with Death Week for a while.
Spaghetti Death.
All right, here we go.
And I'll talk about the Death Star today.
Well, it's Spaghetti Week, but yeah.
There's fuel in this.
Here we go.
Oh, it's a 2. See, I got a 3.
Everybody lost.
Did you win?
Did you win?
No, Freddie lost too.
Nope. Everyone lost.
Oh no.
Nobody
We're
won.
Losers.
What's your favorite thing to eat with spaghetti? Like on noodles?
Red sauce and rosemary is really good.
Is it classic meat sauce or red sauce? Is it tomato sauce?
Yeah. Meatballs are fine, but I like maybe the big kind, really big meatballs.
I like mine with pesto.
One.
I like
Ooh,
pesto.
That sounds good.
Yeah, no tomato sauce, just pesto. Lots of it.
Put pine nuts in there? Pine nuts?
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll do that.
Ah, pine nuts.
And that's what's in pesto, right? Isn't it greens and garlic and pine nuts?
Yeah, I think if you make your own, you got to put in pine nuts.
You just buy it?
Fresh ones. Yeah, get them in the refrigerator, by the way.
It's kind of like peanut butter almost, right?
They go sour real faster if they're in open room temperature.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, get your pine nuts if they're in the fridge, the cooler unit. The Co-op does that, and they're great.
Great.
They taste better.
Yeah, I gotta let you guys go, but have a good program. Any more questions?
We'll see you tomorrow?
Great.
No.
Maybe.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
There it goes. That's Freddie. We got one other voicemail. It's from a crazy number.
Spaghetti.
Look at this number.
Have you ever fried spaghetti?
Future.
Oh, it's the ghost from the future on the crazy number.
It's the future.
Whoa.
Is that a secret code?
It's a message from the future. Uh-oh. I don't know if this I don't know what thing whether this is good or bad. I feel like we're getting hypnotized or something. Whoa!
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that from the future.
That's pretty freaky, I think. I guess we'll call this number back.
What if you got a phone call and they claim the person says, "Don't hang up, but I'm you. I'm calling from the future. You need to listen to me." What would it take? What would it take for them to prove that was you? It was another person, and they would have. I would think they would have to tell me things that only I could know.
Like passwords?
Probably passwords, life experiences that I never shared, things that I did I never told anyone about, that were totally only me secret. If they knew those things, then I would have to believe them, wouldn't I?
Maybe you're getting tortured in the future, and then.
Well, no, they said, listen, on this date, don't do this thing. Just don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's an easy enough thing, you can say, okay.
Yeah.
But what if it's...
don't take that job. It
somebody-
looks like a good job. Or don't go to that party. Or yeah, it's some sort of a causation warning.
In
Don't
the future,
do
they
this
can
thing.
read your thoughts. And then they told you all the stuff that...
Well, they already had them.
Yeah.
You know, if the future you, right? I've thought about that. What if I got a phone call?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm you. I'm calling from the future. And I would ask them questions.
What's the future like?
Yeah. Did they do it? Did they do that thing?
Yeah.
I was curious if they were going to do that thing. I can't tell you. It will screw up the future.
Whoa.
But I can tell you, don't do this thing. Don't do this other thing. Yeah, that's really interesting. I wonder if other people have had that thought.
I'm sure. I think that was on South Park.
Really?
The time travel phone call thing from the future?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Have you heard of that sort of thing before?
I've heard of that.
I saw a commercial with that. Some guy gets a commercial, or some guy gets a phone call, and he says, "Hey, blah, 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 this is me. Da, 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 da. Don't do this, don't do that, but do this."
Yeah.
So,
Buy my product. Yeah.
yep. Yeah. But it was well done. It was really well done. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. It was like a short little movie. Because it didn't directly throw the big ad on until afterwards. So you got to see the little thing. It was good, a little drama. It was nice. I liked it. So, Death Star. No. I should be talking about spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
So do you know where spaghetti came from?
Italy?
Nope.
No?
Marco Polo brought it to Italy, brought the whole idea of what it was and how it was made and that sort of thing to Italy. But he went traveling to the east, and he found it there.
Spaghetti?
Uh-huh. China. He went to China.
Yeah.
They were making noodles in China, like for 1,000 years before he ever showed up.
Whoa, what?
They'd figured that out. Oh, dude, China figured out all kinds of stuff that never even occurred to people in the West.
Yeah?
All kinds of stuff, yeah.
Like noodles?
Noodles, gunpowder, kites, balloons. They were using silkworms, I think.
Whoa.
They used that. They were using that as thread. The culture ended up conducting things in kind of a scientific way, and so there was a lot of documentation of astronomical events.
Mm-hmm.
There was the counting system. The abacus came from there. That's a 10-base system of calculating large numbers very quickly.
Whoa,
It's a
really?
calculator, yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to think. The Romans perfected cement. I don't know if people knew that, but they had all kinds of cement stuff
Yeah.
in Rome. Rome and areas, they figured that out. And they did really good with building bridges and the arch and that. And they got a lot of that architectural, mathy stuff. But yeah, China was advanced in many ways over the West in a whole bunch of things.
And
So-
what was Italian food before they had noodles then? I mean, when was that? That must have been in the beginning of Italy or something, because...
Well, noodles requires a kind of processing. They had breads, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Flatbreads, at least, unless
Yeah.
they were able to culture a yeast to make rising bread. And I think they were at that point. What else? But noodles are they're different. They're very different kinds of things because you process the wheat in a different way so that you get long, stringy...
It's time for the info time here.
Okay. How do we darken the screen so I can read this? Here are some answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You are watching it right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's a call-in television talk show that's filmed right here in Thurston County every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It airs every night at 11:30 p.m., and the episode was filmed that you are watching was filmed a week ago, blah, blah, blah. If you are watching the 2 a.m. episode, it's the one of the same day, same year, or last year. Okay, I'm screwing this up. Anyone can be on the program, especially you. Your Daily Hour with Me relies on community for the content, so give us a call, 360-836-4384, and we'll message you, and we'll read your message, or listen to your message over the air and call you back on the program. Well, thank you for watching, and yeah, I really screwed that up. Did I mention I didn't get much sleep last night?
Oh, yeah?
I said, yeah, I'm going to blame that. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. I didn't sleep much last night, and I took the bus from Tacoma straight to work.
Oh, wow.
And then I got home after work, and I was home to drop off my crap, and I came straight here.
Oh, no.
So I'm a little tired.
Where you didn't sleep?
No.
Sleep on the bus.
Nah, I can't sleep on the bus. It's only 45 minutes. It's really not very long, and the ride is fairly interesting.
You know, what's the secret of the spaghetti? They have to...
Well...
the spinning thing?
Well, no. The more you work dough, the rubberier it gets, and the more condensed it gets.
Yeah.
And so you do that to make the kind of dough to make spaghetti noodles. And you don't add the yeast to that flour that you would to dough that you want to rise. And you press the dough through a press to make noodles, to make lasagna, to make macaroni. It's a tube, and you cut it, and then you let that dry. And it's a small piece, and so it dries very quickly, and it gets very hard very quickly. And so it doesn't have time. The moisture is driven out because it dries out quickly. It doesn't have time for those yeast to start making it all, to start eating it. It dries quickly enough. So you get these dried noodles, and they are preserved for a long time. Bread is not preserved. And so, in one culture that doesn't know how to make noodles, they can only have bread while wheat is available, unless you store the wheat in some dry area. And, that could work. But with noodles, it's already processed. You just throw it in some water and cook it and eat it. How convenient is that?
Amazing.
Yeah, so he brought it back to them. I think they had already been making breads at that time. And I'm not sure when pizza was invented, but that was invented in Italy.
So they're eating like spaghetti kind of,
but I don't
probably
think,
similar.
No, I think pizza was invented in the 16 or 1700s.
It's after noodle?
Yeah, I think it was much later. The legend, if I read it right, and the source that I remember it coming from, is fairly reputable, but they stuck this flatbread, and it was a celebratory thing. They stuck bread, and it was a piece of flatbread, and they stuck a big strip of mozzarella, a bunch of them, and in between that, a tomato and a leaf of basil.
Yeah.
And the green, red, and white represented the Italian flag.
Yeah.
So you had the colors, and they ate it, and it's like, oh, that's pretty good. You should put more mozzarella on that, and you should put maybe some olives on that. Hey, you could just throw a chunk of garlic on that. Hey, how about more mozzarella? You should grate some Romano on that. That would be even better. Ooh, I got some mushrooms I can throw on that. That's how it happened, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Just people adding stuff to it, trying variations. Yeah.
All right. Well, we can call Sam. Sam is scheduled to be here tomorrow.
Hey, I saw the episode with the dude that balanced things on his chin.
That's Sam, yeah.
Yeah. He's a very interesting person.
He didn't get into the TCTV talent show. He went to LA, and we tried to get him in with a video submission, but it didn't work out.
like the mustache. Whoever did the eyes, they did the eyes really good.
Hello.
Hey, Sam. It's the program. We're on TV. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. Gosh, easy, buddy.
What's he doing? I can hear the kids.
Yeah, you want to say hi, buddy? Say hi. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
It's the show. He won't do anything.
Yeah, I can hear him giggling. That's pretty good. You're scheduled to be here tomorrow.
Yeah. 10 o'clock, man.
10 o'clock is right. You back from L.A.?
Yeah, I got back today.
Did you see any famous people?
No.
All right. Well, we'll hear more about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Hey.
it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to being on the show.
Hey,
So
Sam.
I'll see you tomorrow at 10.
Oh, Dan. Yeah.
Sam, this is Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
what's
watched
up,
you
Dan?
last week on the program talking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I like your opinions.
You like my opinion?
Yeah, many of them. Yeah, it was.
Good.
You're an interesting person to listen to. I just wanted to tell you that. Yeah, I liked
Thanks,
it.
Dan. That's
I
really
liked
nice of you to say that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So you're going to be on the program tomorrow?
He's going to be there tomorrow.
Were you on last Tuesday?
Yep, I'll be there.
Or were you
Yeah, I
on?
was on last Tuesday, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'll probably watch it.
Oh, cool.
Thanks, Sam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow.
Have a good night. Yeah.
That's all the things that I had planned for today, all the messages and stuff. So now we're going to be using our wits.
Our wits. How much time do we have left?
About 35 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we'll also make some phone calls. We could call McDonald's or convenience stores.
Oh, well, I could tell you some space stuff, some recent space news.
Or we could try to find spaghetti places.
Oh my God, Italian restaurants.
Yeah. Here we go. I'm just gonna put in spaghetti and see what happens here. How do you spell spaghetti?
It's weird. It's SPH, I think. EG something. It's a weird spelling. It's got a bunch of silent letters in it. Those Italians.
How come there's no? I guess spaghetti would be hard to eat, and they got meatball subs at places, but there's no spaghetti fast food. I think I would go to eat that if they had like a meat sauce, and it'd be such an easy.
Oh, what would Italian fast food be? It'd be pizza.
Oh yeah. Well, I want spaghetti though. I want fast food spaghetti. Like McDonald's. Spaghetti from McDonald's, and they.
Nah, I would try maybe Subway.
So yeah, spaghetti Subway.
Well, they do meatballs.
Yeah.
And they do Italian bread, and they do. Let me think. Fast food Italian. Who does that?
They got the Spaghetti Factory.
Takeout.
There's a Spaghetti Factory in Denver, Colorado. I don't know what to ask them though.
Do they have wheat-free dough, wheat-free pizza?
Did they make the spaghetti?
Yeah, wheat-free.
Wheat-free?
There are more and more people that are celiac and wheat intolerant. More and more people all the time. It's a valid question. It's not a joke. I mean, there's a lot of people. Vic's does a wheat-free crust. You can find a section with.
I'm just gonna ask them what's the special.
Spaghetti Factory.
Hey, Spaghetti Factory. What's the specials? What's the special today?
Our sausage ravioli.
Yeah,
It's
sausage.
Like it's like ravioli stuffed with spicy sausage, covered in garlic Alfredo sauce.
Great, thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
That was the one. Or maybe I should ask them, how's the spaghetti today? It's good.
Do the wheat-free angle. See if they got it. You know.
I don't want to ask them that.
Can I ask?
You can
them?
ask them that. We'll call the next one.
Okay.
Oh, halfway through the program.
We made it halfway. We're still breathing.
Yeah, we didn't die.
Yeah, we didn't.
No spaghetti
die.
yet. We didn't eat spaghetti. Oh, Olive Garden.
Sure.
That's the That's a spaghetti
we gotta
place.
roll the dice.
I really don't like the Olive Garden though. So I don't even know if I want to keep saying the name of it, the place. Here, oh. Oh. It's 4 and 6. Me and Freddie won.
Oh.
Lost. Me and Freddie have 500 points. Dan, you have no points.
No points. I have 0 points.
Yeah.
0 points.
Too bad.
Oh, well. I am slightly disappointed.
Alright, this place is called Upper Crust Pizza Company. We can just ask them if they have spaghetti. In general.
I want to see if they have anything wheat-free, if they do any wheat-free doughs. Or
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
What?
7.
You bastards.
They're closed, I guess. Okay, you can ask these ones about the wheat-free options.
Yeah.
How come that was you're talking about gluten?
Gluten, yeah. Any
How
gluten-free.
come gluten suddenly exists? It didn't exist before a couple of years ago, and now it's suddenly everybody wants to...
No, I've read science that connects it to GMOs.
So this new thing is because of GMOs, the gluten thing?
Yeah, the GMO corn. One of the...
Calling Santermos, how may I help you?
Hey, I have a question. Do you serve any pasta that is wheat-free, gluten-free?
Can you hold for just a moment?
Sure. It's a fair question.
She's asking somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it all does there. How come it didn't exist before and suddenly everybody's allergic to it and nobody was allergic to it before?
Something in the GMO makes the intestinal flora hypersensitive.
So we don't have gluten-free pasta.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you anyway.
Okay, have a great night.
You
Bye-bye.
too.
I don't know about that.
I'm
Nobody
sorry.
should. If you're
Now I know you're Canadian.
If you're going to go to a place
Call first.
that has...
Don't just assume.
Just don't go to those places. I think if you have super strict dietary conditions, it's like, oh, look out for that stuff.
Yeah, I've read 2 different articles, 2 different studies that saying that one of the earliest GMO products that were introduced to cow feed, that got into, it wasn't meant for humans, but it got into the food chain, and genes are transferred. Plants will transfer genes. And because it was artificially inserted, it got transferred along with other genes. So, because it's wonky looking, it's weird looking, the protein in it is really weird, the immune system in our intestine overreacts to that. And that's all I can tell you. I read the stuff, and it was like it was like doctorate level stuff that I wasn't really sure what they were talking about. So I can't answer questions. I just understood the article well enough to say, okay, that makes sense and that makes sense. But I'd have to go back and reread it probably.
I'm looking
and at this point, it's not definitive. It's a couple of articles where people did some research. So, could be wrong. But it was interesting. It was interesting. It didn't look like it was a poorly done research. It seemed to make sense. So.
Well, I'm going to call Pizza Hut. Because they don't have spaghetti, and I'm just going to... Or maybe they might have spaghetti. I'm just going to ask them if they have spaghetti. Yeah, that's a good one. I was trying to, call these spaghetti places. I don't like to call these, individual spaghetti places because I don't know what to ask them, but you
call pizza chains and see if they are, at least 75% Italian.
Pizza Hut and say...
They should have lasagna, too.
You guys got spaghetti still? Because I remember I think they used to have spaghetti at one point.
Here's looking at you, kid.
All calls are recorded for quality.
Oh, you know what? Pizza Hut, I forgot about not calling pizza places because they're used to accepting so many phone calls. And so that's why I forgot about calling pizza places.
Oh.
Because they are sitting next to the phones waiting for them all the time, so that's why I never called them. I kind of forgot about that.
How oh.
Because they're sitting, Pizza Huts are sitting by the phones waiting for calls all the time.
Yeah, for orders, yeah.
Yeah, so they're used to getting the phone calls, so I don't want to mess with them, because after that thing, I'm going to have to say, okay, because then they're going to say, okay, well, can I take your order now?
Well, you're kind of down to calling Italian restaurants.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a few like downtown, like in Olympia. I'm sure there's a bunch in like, you know, the nearest 50 miles, at least half a dozen.
I'm just going to, I'm just going to, crazy noise coming out from one of the machines. If you can hear it. Well, you can. I don't know if the viewers can. I'm looking for places called spaghetti, so there's not too many of them. They have to have spaghetti in the title. Here's a place called Sapora di Italia. I still don't know what I'm going to ask them. Mountain Dew? I'll ask them about Mountain Dew.
Can I ask them about the gluten?
I don't like the gluten.
How come? I know you don't. I just don't know why.
They're not going to... they're just going to say no, and then they're going to say, yeah, we got the gluten.
Thank you for calling Sapori Italia. Our hours of operation are Tuesday
through Friday, they're not on.
11:30 a.m.
Ray's Pizza
to 9 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe we should just keep calling McDonald's. Or we could call...
As soon as possible.
We could call convenience stores and ask them if they have spaghetti sauce. Or spaghetti...
spaghetti sauce, that's
noodle.
a good one.
Maybe they have spaghetti. They actually could have noodles.
I don't know.
You guys got spaghetti?
I think it's more likely they'd have spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce, some kind of pasta sauce, general pasta sauce, than they would... they might have noodles. I mean, that's... They have a very limited supply of inventory that they can carry.
Why is convenience is bringing out this thing. They're doing
7-Elevens or Circle K's or...
Here, we're gonna call this place. Is called Quick Trip. It's in Youngtown, Arizona. Quick Trip.
Quick Trip.
How's science? You got new science in the week?
Yeah.
Quick Trip 468 is last time I help you.
Hey, Quick Trip. Did you say your name is Slash?
What was that?
What's your name?
Matthias.
Oh, sorry. Do you guys have spaghetti noodles?
Spaghetti noodles?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Yep, bye.
Hey, they got it. I thought it said his name was Slash. I think I was a little bit inappropriate. Or, I shouldn't have said that.
It's so fast.
But I was like, I thought he said his name was Slash, but it was just like a uncommon name. It's a little bit like uncultural of me to think. I'm like, oh, what?
Yeah, he said that so fast. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I thought he said his name was Slash. That's bad. Well, you can get spaghetti there. I think most gas stations will have them. But we'll call the next one anyway. This next one's called, Basin Surveying. That's not probably. Just-in-time refrigeration.
That doesn't sound like a convenience store.
Well, we'll ask them if they have...
Dry ice.
Well, we'll ask them if they have spaghetti anyway, even though they're not a convenience store, and then they'll say...
Dry ice.
They'll say, we're not a convenience store.
If they're a refrigerate, I wonder if they have dry ice. Do they have anything other than ice? Do they have dry ice? Do you have anything else colder? Liquid nitrogen?
Oh, it's time for a commercial break.
just hang up?
Coming up in the next episode of the program.
Your daily hour with me.
Yeah, everybody, it's a commercial. Today, Rachel's here.
Hello.
It's spaghetti week. We're gonna call some convenience stores, asking if they got any spaghetti.
You know they don't have spaghetti.
Some of them have spaghetti, not cooked spaghetti. But just
spaghetti noodles.
Spaghetti noodles. I think that's what spaghetti is to me. You
Yeah.
can call.
Okay.
We're on every night, 11:30 and 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22, and at 2 a.m. on 106.5 Low Power FM. Next week is Egg Week for Easter.
Boy, LP. We are back.
Yeah.
We got ahead of ourselves right there.
Oh. Oops.
Are you gonna try calling that place back?
No.
No.
No, I don't want to call them back. That was a refrigeration place anyway.
Yeah, not a restaurant.
But here's another quick trip. What's the new science in the week?
They confirmed that there is at least part of the internal part of Enceladus, a moon of Saturn. There's an ocean.
Oh, quick trip. Is this the same one did I just talk to you
I have no idea.
about spaghetti?
Who?
Spaghetti?
Anybody call about spaghetti? You know, this is a quick trip.
You guys have spaghetti noodles?
Yeah, we have spaghetti noodles.
Great, thank you.
Huh?
Thank you.
Yep, bye.
They are not happy people at all.
Yeah, well, they're just getting calls, and let's call the next one here. Quick Trips. This is apparently an Arizona chain.
Yeah, looks like it. They're not happy workers. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want, you bastard?
Who's on the phone? You know, it's like,
What are
what's
you
going
calling
on?
me for? Stop talking to me. Hang up. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be here.
Quick Trip 416, this is Jennifer. How can I help you?
Hi, Jennifer. Do you guys have spaghetti noodles?
Do we have what, sir?
Spaghetti noodles, like
Boston.
dry noodles?
We have dry spaghetti.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's the question.
Yeah. We don't have, like, any other variety. We just have spaghetti.
Just one kind. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what this is, the regular spaghetti, right?
Yep.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
I think they just have it everywhere.
Yeah,
maybe.
but did they have sauce?
Yeah.
It's fine to have spaghetti, but what if you don't have sauce? Well, I think you are only halfway there, mister. Yeah.
You never eat spaghetti? Sometimes I just eat spaghetti and
cheese.
And Parmesan and butter.
Yeah. That is really good.
That's like mazzitzera, but you can't eat that stuff anymore, huh?
Margarine. Not the dairy. Yeah, margarine doesn't have much of any kind of dairy in it.
Spaghetti and margarine?
Some margarines, they don't have whey. They'll put whey in it, and whey is a dairy product. But I don't think the whey... Yeah, the whey might have the protein. The casein protein that I'm allergic to.
Water on the moon?
Yeah, less of it than what they thought. One of the readings could easily have been something else, or they're off. So they they re-looked at the results that they got, and the claim of X amount of water doesn't stand up to further analysis. So that's science. That's how science works. It's like another team looked at it and like, we're not making the same conclusions for this reason and this reason and this reason, and they show the math. That's good research. They show the math. They don't just make a claim. I believe. Right? It's nice to believe something, but if you got the math, yeah, you win.
This is the last convenience store we're calling about spaghetti. Then I want to call some McDonald's today, I think, too. So what are they going to do with that information with the water and the less water?
Well, the whole idea is like, oh my God, we can go and put a base on the moon.
Corner store, David speaking.
Hey, you guys got those spaghetti noodles, like dried spaghetti noodles?
No.
No. What kind of stuff you guys got there? I mean, is there anything I could cook up? Like, you got about soups. You guys got soups, canned soups?
No.
Nothing. No food stuff. Just
Food?
Chips.
I don't understand the question.
How about beef sticks? You guys got the beef sticks?
No, that would be at the grocery store.
What is this?
Say what?
You guys don't have. This is not a convenience store.
There's a gas station.
Just a gas station, no food at all.
Well, we have food, but not the food that you're looking for.
But just like chips.
We have chips. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
They got chips.
He wasn't even trying to be helpful. Hey, you know, all we got is chips and soda. That's it.
Yeah.
Carbs. Lonely carbs.
They don't need
no beef sticks even. No protein.
Yeah. Well, they don't need to. They have enough customers. They don't need to use.
Well,
Hey, McDonald's.
Yes, sir.
You guys have those strawberry pies still?
I believe so.
Oh, you do. I'm thinking about those s'mores pies. You know when those are coming out?
Which ones?
S'mores. They're usually around the summer, but so it's getting close to the time, or maybe.
I do not know when the s'mores pies are coming out.
You guys have like a calendar or something?
Which one?
Calendar. It says when the food's coming out, like a.
We don't get a calendar until the month of. Like they'll send us a box saying, hey, you got this stuff coming out.
Oh yeah, what's on the calendar? Anything else on the calendar for the rest of this month?
No, just the exit of the chocolate strawberry frappe and then the continuation of the strawberry and cream.
What's the first thing?
The chocolate strawberry frappe, it's going away.
What is that? Ice cream?
No, it was a frappe.
Oh, frappe?
Yes, sir.
I thought you were saying parfait.
I'm sorry, frappe.
Oh, frappe. What's that? That's like a smoothie kind of thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
He was saying Cyril out. It was making me weirded out, so I had to get off the phone.
Well, you gotta say sir to be the polite.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's call the next one, I guess, here. We're gonna keep calling these McDonald's. What are they gonna do with that water on the moon? They just can't. Now we can't. They wanted to have a colony on there, but now we can't.
The idea is that you land a base near water.
Uh-huh.
And if, but, you know, they need to drop more little probes on there. They need to soft land probes and drill or something. We got the technology for that. God.
Way out there on Saturn, though?
No, on the moon, our moon. But this other one, no, they measured the gravity. Water is less dense than ice. No, water is more dense than ice.
After the tone.
Hey, McDonald's is a programming calls back in about 15 minutes today. Thank you. Yeah?
Yeah. Ice floats because it is slightly less dense than water.
It expands when
and so water is more dense, yeah. And the ice enchilada, the moon enchilada, enchiladas, yeah. It is 90% ice. And it's got these geysers with liquid water gushing out in this fine, misty, salty water spray.
McDonald's, this is Crystal. How can I help you?
Hey, McDonald's, you guys got those strawberry pies still right now?
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. I'm waiting for those s'mores pies. Do you know if you're going to get those pretty soon?
Not that I've heard of.
You guys don't have like a calendar that says when the food's coming out or anything?
No.
Oh, okay. So how do you know then? They just surprise you?
Yeah, they just tell us like the month ahead, but I know they're not coming out in April.
Oh, what else is on the calendar for April?
What?
What's on the calendar for April, the one that you got?
Oh, just the strawberry cream pies and the apple pies right now.
Oh, the regular stuff? Okay.
Uh-huh.
Thank
All right,
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. There we go. I don't think she even knew. How come she was looking at the calendar and somebody else was looking? She was trying to get me off the phone. Here we go. Oh, you lost. Me and Freddie tied for the win. I'm going to share. I think Freddie will probably share too, so.
I'm so fake sad.
Me and Freddie won. You, Dan, you're a loser today. Sorry.
I lost repeatedly.
Yeah.
So what number did you pick?
I had a 4.
He picked a 6.
A 6, so we're tied.
Oh my God, yeah.
1, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6 today.
Wow. Are you going to call him up and say you want to share or battle?
No, I'm going to say share, and that's close enough anyway.
Let me think. What else?
Yeah.
Okay, you had questions. This probe that is orbiting Saturn, it has sensors on there to test the gravity of a place. And if you get close enough to the planet, you can measure the gravity over specific areas of a moon or planet. They've done this for the Earth, they've done this with our moon, and they've done this in some cases with some of the moons of Jupiter and Saturn. They've been able to test the gravity. And there was a probe that was orbiting Jupiter, and it tested the gravity of all the 4 major moons and a couple of the smaller, farther outer ones, the non-Galilean moons, right? Because Jupiter has 4 big ones and then a whole bunch of little small ones. And Saturn, 1 big one and a whole bunch of little small ones. And so Cassini, this probe that continues to orbit Saturn, had some real close flybys of Enceladus and checked the gravity out, and it's got it's liquidy in the center. And there's evidence to suggest that Titan is liquidy in the center. So, and 3 of the 4 moons of Jupiter are liquidy in the center. It's possible that Pluto is liquidy in the center.
Well, or even Pluto, Pluto's
Charon.
so far out there, it's super cold, right?
It has to do with orbital mechanics. Okay, you got your 2 little things orbiting each other, and what happens is if they're big enough, their gravity influences each other. And every time they spin around each other, a different place on each of the balls is facing a different part of the other one. And so if the center were affected by the gravity of those 2, the center would slosh around back and forth every time it spun around or passed by.
Yeah.
And that sloshing around generates heat and generates spin. And but it does absolutely, if it doesn't get spinning, it generates heat. That squishing every time they get close to each other and farther apart.
Yeah.
Every time one part gets close and then it gets far apart, you get this squishing, and that generates heat. And so that's going to warm up the center of the planet. And the outermost part, the crust of it, is going to remain cold because it is almost absolute zero out there. Even Uranus and Neptune, Saturn, it's really cold. It's really, really cold.
Do you think there could be life in the center of the planet, potentially? Or
there's a good possibility. I mean, we know all about carbon-based life, and all of it needs water, except for a small few extreme conditions. Yeah, life on Earth is water-based. Water is an essential element. And so we can speak to that. I mean, we can't speak to silicone-based life or nearly as much as the extremophiles. And these are bacteria that live in these crazy, stupid, high acid, high heat, high pressure, radioactive environments. And nothing else can live in that except for them. And there's water there, sure, but, you know, it's 100 degrees over boiling, and it's super acidy, and it's got a shit ton of sulfur in it,
boiling water,
or ammonia, or something else. These terrible environments, and these bacteria are all happy. They found a way. They evolved into it. So, yeah.
They live in boiling water.
Yeah. Yosemite has those geysers, right? It's got Old Faithful, right? This is super heated water that is it gets to a certain point, and then the boiling and the pressure forces its way up through the geyser. And there's all kinds of these pools where the pools are brightly colored, and they are super salty and super acidic, and they are poisonous. If you were to drink it, you'd die. They're poisonous. But they're brightly colored in reds and yellows and blues and greens, bright colors, and these are bacterial mats, a bacteria that live in that environment. It is hostile to everything else on Earth.
Wow.
So it's very interesting. Very interesting. And the stuff that I keep reading is that it looks like that is the environment that life evolved in when it first started on the Earth.
And the crazy acidic stuff?
Yeah, hot, boiling, salty, super, lots of metal, all kinds of stuff. That it was not, there was no oxygen present. It was carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, much like Venus.
Why would it start in toxic situations? I mean, that seems like it would be starting in...
Those conditions apparently were fairly common. There may have been areas near the poles that were more hospitable, where there was a lot more water. Life could have formed on the North or South Pole.
Yeah.
We don't know enough yet.
Wow.
But the extremophiles have very, very early genes. They've been around a long time. Longer than many other species.
It seems like it would be the opposite, that they would have to take a long time to develop ways to live in the crazy conditions.
Well, amino acids form in space, and amino acids that can survive in that kind of environment would be fine. We know that whatever life formed, it needed a lipid. It needed a fatty acid coating to concentrate the goo.
Yeah.
And to make chemical reactions happen. We know that it needed energy. Heat or lightning or some sort of chemical energy. It needed energy to have lots and lots and lots of interactions.
Yeah.
And the early Earth was like this, but life didn't form for about, I think it might have been about 1 billion years after the Earth formed. So it was a while. So, but I'd have to look that up. It might have been sooner. And what they've done is they've dug into the oldest rock that they could find, and they find these bacterial trails through the rock, and they find the fossils of bacteria. And that's how they know, is they get the oldest rock, and these are rocks that are 4 billion years old. So 3.5, 4 billion, yeah, I think. Yeah, very, very old rock. So and they test the rock, make sure it's as old as they say. They do different kinds of tests. And the bacteria fossil looks like a bacteria that lives today.
Wow.
Maybe.
Hey, it's the end of the show.
Not in all cases, but...
We made it through another episode of the program without losing consciousness or dying. Thanks, Freddie. And the ghosts and convenience stores.
Future.
Convenience stores and
we got a message from
McDonald's.
the future. We don't know what it is or what is up with it or what it means. It doesn't seem to have any meaning for us.
TVs, thank you.
But we appreciate the fact that you said something from the future, and
Facebook,
hey,
and Twitter and YouTube.
Maybe if you could throw in some closed captioning with that next time, so we could understand it, that would be really great.
Crew, you guys want to be on the crew? You don't have to do anything if you want, though.
It's a cool sounding noise, though. I did like it.
Thanks, TCTV, LaBiba.com. Check it out. It's like a feeling. Yeah. Jordy, fabulous. Thurston County, Washington State, USA. Thank you.
Fabulous.
Viewers, that's you're watching. Thanks. Hell yeah, dog.
Bye-bye. We're still alive. We're not dead. And we both like spaghetti.